Welcome back to This Day in Scottish History. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald. Today we delve into a tale of intrigue and bravery from March 31st, 1652, when the honours of Scotland, the nation's revered crown jewels, were clandestinely smuggled out of Dunnottar Castle to evade capture by Oliver Cromwell's forces. This daring act ensured the preservation of Scotland's royal symbols during a tumultuous period. And if you're curious about other fascinating events that happened on this day in history, be sure to check out my blog at bagtownclans.com/thisday. The link will be in the description. By the mid 17th century, Scotland was engulfed in the Wars of the Three Kingdoms, a series of conflicts involving Scotland, England, and Ireland. Following the execution of King Charles I in 1649, Oliver Cromwell emerged as a dominant force leading the Commonwealth and seeking to consolidate power across the British Isles. His campaign extended into Scotland, aiming to suppress royalist supporters and dismantle symbols of monarchical authority. The honours of Scotland, comprising the crown, sceptre, and sword estate, were potent emblems of Scottish sovereignty. Recognising their significance, Scottish authorities sought to protect these treasures from Cromwell's grasp. After the coronation of Charles II at Scone Palace on January 1st, 1651, the honours could not be returned to Edinburgh due to the advancing English forces. Consequently, they were transported to Dunnottar Castle, a formidable fortress perched atop cliffs overlooking the North Sea near Stonehaven. Dunnottar Castle, with its strategic coastal location and imposing defences, seemed an ideal sanctuary for the Regalia. Sir George Ogilvy of Barras was appointed Lieutenant Governor of the castle, tasked with its defence and the safeguarding of the honours. However, by November 1651, Cromwell's army laid siege to Dunnottar, initiating a blockade that would last for several months. As the siege intensified, the castle's defenders realised that holding out indefinitely was untenable. The imminent threat of the fortress falling into enemy hands spurred a covert operation to extract the honours. Enter Christian Fletcher, the wife of James Granger, the minister of Kinneff Parish Church. Alongside Elizabeth Douglas, Sir George Ogilvy's wife, Christian devised a plan to smuggle the regalia out of the besieged castle. Accounts of the operation vary. One narrative suggests that over multiple visits between February and March 1652, Christian concealed the crown, sceptre, and sword among sacks of goods, transporting them discreetly past the besieging forces. Another version recounts that the regalia were lowered from the castle walls to the shore below, where a servant, feigning the collection of seaweed, retrieved them and concealed them in a basket. Regardless of the method, the outcome was the same. The honours were successfully spirited away from Dunnottar. Once in safer hands, Christian and her husband buried the treasures beneath the floor of Kinneff Church, a modest sanctuary a few miles south of Dunnottar. There the honours remained hidden for approximately 9 years, shielded from the turmoil of the era. Periodically, the Grangers would exhume the regalia to ensure their preservation, a testament to their unwavering commitment to Scotland's heritage. The subterfuge was so effective that when Dunnottar Castle eventually capitulated to Cromwell's forces on May 24th, 1652, the English found the fortress devoid of its prized contents. Deceived by misinformation suggesting the honours had been dispatched overseas, Cromwell's men abandoned their search, leaving the regalia undisturbed in their clandestine sanctuary. With the restoration of the monarchy in 1660, Charles II ascended the throne, and the honours of Scotland were retrieved from their hiding place beneath Kinneff Church. They were ceremoniously returned to Edinburgh Castle, where they resumed their role as symbols of Scottish sovereignty. The audacious actions of Christian Fletcher and her compatriots exemplify the resilience and ingenuity of the Scottish people during one of the nation's most perilous epochs. Their successful preservation of the honours ensured that these symbols of Scotland's royal heritage endured beyond the ravages of war and political upheaval. Today, the honours of Scotland are displayed in the Crown Room of Edinburgh Castle, standing as enduring emblems of the nation's rich history and the indomitable spirit of those who safeguarded them. Thank you for joining me today on this day in Scottish history. I hope you've enjoyed this tale of courage, cunning, and national pride. Don't forget to check out my blog for more historical events at bagtownclans.com/thisday. Tune in tomorrow for another journey through Scotland's remarkable past. I'm Colin MacDonald. Haste ye back.